Ever wonder why you are the way that you are? Why some things feel effortless in life while others are a struggle? Why the same relationship patterns keep showing up over and over even though you've done so much therapy? It's not random, and it's not because you're broken. You've simply been operating on energy that isn't yours. There's a system called human design that maps out what's actually you and what's been conditioned onto you. It's like a blueprint of your energy, showing how you make aligned decisions, where you naturally shine, and why you felt resistance in certain areas of your life. And once I learned to read mine, everything got easier. Business, motherhood, marriage, friendships, not perfect, but a lot clearer. In this video, I'm going to share what human design is and give you answers that you've been seeking into why your life is the way that it is right now. I'm going to tell you how to pull your chart and how to get started on this journey. Let's dive in. Welcome to Frequency of Self, your go-to resource for the practical application of human design in life, business, and relationships. If you're ready to experience lasting transformation, hit subscribe. Part 1. What is human design? Human design is a system of how your energy interacts with the world around you. Imagine you're sitting alone in a room and someone walks in. You don't even have to look up to feel their presence. That invisible shift, that's energy. Or picture this. You're sitting at a stoplight and you feel someone looking at you. You turn your head and sure enough, you lock eyes with the driver next to you. That is energy too. Human design helps you understand those invisible exchanges, what's coming from you and what's external. Now, each of us have a unique chart, which we call your body graph. You can use the link in the description below to grab yours. All you need is your birth info. I know. Is this astrology or something? Personally, I'm a Christian, so naturally I had a skepticism, but I was also curious. And in case it's helpful, this has only brought me closer to God, not farther from Him. So do what's best for you. I recommend diving in. Now, when you first see your chart, you're going to say, what the heck am I even looking at? This makes no sense at all. Stick with me, because it's a lot less complicated than you currently think. Let's start by decoding the large shapes in the chart, which we call centers. These are energetic hubs that represent different areas in your life, your emotions, self-esteem, well-being, identity, communication, and more. When a center is colored in, aka defined, it is going to represent consistent traits that you emit into the world. This is energy you have regular access to, where you naturally impact others. The white centers, aka undefined, are where you're more sensitive, more receptive, and more easily influenced by those around you. Now, I'm all about making this practical, so let's dive in by looking at childhood. Part 2, childhood conditioning. Human design describes both your nature and your nurture, traits that you were born with, who you are naturally, and ways that you have learned to be due to the environment that you are in. And this all begins in childhood with your original family. By looking up the charts of your mom, dad, and siblings, you can begin to see the energetic influences that you have been around your entire life. Let's break down how this works by looking at both the colored and white areas of your chart. In your defined centers, you might suppress your natural expression because on some level, you sense the impact that you make. Let's say you're emotionally defined. You've got big feelings, strong emotional waves, and you notice that that affects your family. Maybe your parents shut down. Maybe your siblings couldn't handle it. And so you learn to quiet that part of yourself in order to keep the peace. Now fast forward years later, and you're wondering why you feel so disconnected, dissatisfied, or like something's off. You've buried a core part of who you are, and it's impacting your life. Does that resonate? As a creator, I am putting this out into the void, and I would love to hear from you. Go ahead and click like and share your experience in the description below. Now let's flip the script. If this center is white within your chart, you are not broadcasting emotions, you're absorbing them. You might have grown up walking on eggshells, anticipating other people's moods. And in adulthood, you might look at yourself as being easygoing or adaptable, but in reality, you're just avoiding conflict. You've abandoned your inner compass to stay safe. That's the real cost of conditioning. It takes you off your path, one tiny adjustment at a time. To dive deeper into this concept of conditioning, you can get the 9 Centers Guide linked in the description below. It's not only going to help you analyze your own chart, but also that of your family. It's truly fascinating. Part 3, feeling off in life. You might not live at home anymore. In fact, maybe you haven't seen your family in years, but that doesn't mean that you've escaped their influence. Most of us don't actually break free. Unconsciously, we end up recreating what we know. We date people whose energy feels familiar. We take jobs that mirror the dynamics that we grew up in. It's like unconsciously, we know we're missing some sort of energy that we're used to having, and so we go out to overcompensate this by adding those people into our lives so that we don't lose track of who we think we are. Now, if you're not aware of your design and the inconsistent aspects of you, it's so easy to build a life around the parts of you that are ever changing. You might feel like there's something wrong with you, like you need to be someone different than you are in order to succeed. So you hustle harder, you make a plan, you take action, and then out of nowhere, boom! All of a sudden, it seems like everything clicks into place and life is flowing. You're like, wow, I finally fixed that. And then, bam! The problem arises yet again, and it doesn't seem to make sense. This is where human design brings a major missing piece to the puzzle: planetary influence. Just like other people impact us, the planets moving in the sky also bring their own energetic impact. They affect the tides, so why wouldn't they affect us? They activate different parts of our charts, sometimes for weeks or months at a time. So a center that's usually undefined can become temporarily defined. You can feel clear, powerful, and alive from these energetic shifts. But then it shifts again, and you're left questioning everything. It's not that you're backsliding or what you're doing isn't working. It's merely because you are working on borrowed energy. Human design demystifies this whole cycle by showing you what's consistent within you and what's not, so that you can build your life around those traits. Part 4, you're not a mess. We all have areas of our life where we are inconsistent, and that is okay. Human design is not about fixing those places. It's about learning how to work with them. It helps you stop chasing temporary highs and start anchoring into your steady internal compass. When you begin living in alignment with your design, you end up breaking out of the box that you've been trying to fit into your whole life. You shed misalignment, you fall madly in love with who you are, and you walk your unique path with confidence. And the best part, it doesn't just shift your mindset, it shifts your body. This isn't something that you understand, it's something you feel. It's a feeling of coming home to yourself. You stop trying to be someone that you're not, and you start living as the person you've always been underneath the surface. Life gets easier, relationships become smoother, and decisions feel clear, and things start to flow in a way they never have before. If you're still here, it's not by accident. You are meant to explore this, and I'm so excited for you to go on this journey. If you have not already, be sure to grab both your chart and the 9 Centers Guide linked in the description below. And while you wait for that to hit your inbox, go ahead and watch this video next, where we will dive into the major mistakes that people make when first getting started with human design. But not you, my friend. I'll see you there.